What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. I see where they finally got the fight set and made for Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. And you know what? That's going to be a damn good fight, I believe. You got to give Floyd Schofield Sr all the credit for this fight. We do, because if it wasn't for him getting on Mill City, calling dudes out, and pretty much staying on their neck, and getting his son an opportunity to fight these champions and try to get the top spot. You can't do nothing but respect the young brother. He's daring to be great, and we need fighters like this now. Is Shakur more experienced? No doubt. Is Shakur a better boxer? I believe so. But I think Kid Austin got the power. He got youth on his side, and he a good fighter as well. And I think this is gonna be one of the better fighters that Shakur has fought in his career. I really believe it's gonna come a point in the fight where Kid Austin is gonna be going after him. Because Shakur Stevenson is gonna try to walk him in the set traps and walk him in the counter shots. But from what I saw in the last fight the young man had when he got knocked down, he gonna be ready for that smoke. He got a better jab and better movement than I initially thought, and I really believe this is gonna be it's gonna be a real war. I think it's gonna turn into a war by the middle rounds. I really do. I think Kid Austin's father is gonna be on his neck in the corner, telling him, you got to go out here and get this dude. And I think Shakur is going to be out here trying to make a point so he can get the fight with Tank. Now, regardless of what happened in this fight, Floyd Schofield Jr. already won in my eyes. He already won because, one, he's ranked up there. I think he's number 2 in a WBC. I'm not sure, but I know he's ranked 2 in one of the divisions. He's 18-0. And this ain't nothing that's been given to him. He fought himself in position. The guys that's his age won't fight him. So since you can't get Keyshawn and Frank or none of them in the ring, you got to go to the next best thing, the top dogs, who is Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. Depending on how you look against Shakur, guess what he might get? Well, I say this: if he loses to Shakur, his father would know. Okay, that's dial it back a bit, and they'll know what he need to work on. But you just, when a guy got courage, when a guy got youth, the boy got skills too. Anything can happen in the boxing ring. This is going to be a lot of people don't give this young man no respect, Kid Austin. But I watched some of his some of the amateur fights that he had, but I watched pretty much all his professional fights, and I see development. I see him getting better and better. That last fight he had where he got knocked down, that boy, the first 3-4 rounds, he really showed me something. And that let me know what level his boxing skills is on. This boy can fight. His father not just throwing him out there because for a paycheck. He not. He think his son can beat these dudes, and I don't want nobody in my corner that don't feel like that. I don't want no trainer or no manager or no coach who don't have 100% belief in me, who not willing to let me go out here and fight the best guys right now. Weight broke the bridge. So all that waiting around. Look how long Virgil Ortiz been sitting at welterweight waiting on a big fight. Hell, it been 10 years. He was at welterweight when Spence was there. They was talking about him fighting Earl Spence before Spence even got a title. And Spence damn near don't even box no more. You can't wait around for no certain particular fight, because you know what, you might not get it. And I'm with his father. How do you get better fighting guys that you already know you can beat? That's exactly what boxing has turned into. Most of these dudes if they can't for sure beat this dude, they ain't getting in that ring. Ain't no way. They not gonna do it. They gonna have every excuse in the world until that other guy is scheduled to fight somebody. Once they know it ain't no way for them to have a fight, then they'll start talking. Soon as the fight over with, the guy free crickets. This shit been going on for years now. So I thought Brian Norman Sr. was gonna be like this too, but I'll be honest with you, and I like his son. I like. I ain't got nothing against Pops either, but after that little fiasco with Boots, when y'all could have made $1 million, and it's looking like Boots might not be as good as we thought he was. Why would you go take less money, like a lot less money, to go fight somebody else, and instead of going to get this dude, and you claim your son can beat him? It don't make no sense. And that fight was right there. $1 million is a lot of money, especially for somebody in their age group that's only making maybe 100, 200 grand a fight, something like that. Why would you run from that million unless you thinking we might not win this fight? That's all that was. And now he popping loud again. But they probably ain't gonna even want to go through the. I don't even think they'll negotiate with him again now. I wouldn't. So like I said, man, you gotta have these guys that not only talk about what they gonna do when the opportunity come, be willing to go in there and try to do it. Opportunity don't always come knocking like that. I felt like that was a gift to some degree that Brian Norman and his son was gonna get. Had they took that fight with Boots, I think the money got up to $1 million and change, and he wouldn't take it. The dad. So whatever else he say outside is just excuses and conversation. He wasn't. He didn't think his son was ready for the fight at that time. This is why I say don't pop it unless you mean it. The Schofields obviously mean what they say. They ain't letting money or none of that shit get in the way. They want that fight, and they got it. They got the fight with Shakur, and what if that young boy come out here and win? He might. Now, Shakur is not no slouch. He ain't no punk, and he get a bad rap out here. I don't know why so many people against Shakur Stevenson. He a damn good fighter. I liked him from the amateurs. Now, maybe his personality ain't, but like this. These guys are boxers, so you can't get caught up in you don't like him, or you don't like what he said, how he act. Do you like what he do in the ring? You got to, because he don't do nothing but win. And I just think he get a real bad rap out here, and I really couldn't tell you why. Honestly, I really couldn't tell you why. But taking this fight right here with the youngin, I heard Oscar say something about Shakur should be chasing the other champions or whatever. Chasing them for what? If you can't make nobody fight, and he want a certain amount of money to fight Tank. The money that he want is not there right now. So unless he's going to come down off his price, which we found, David Haney sent him a contract and he didn't want it. So, unless he get what he want, he's not going to fight him anyway. And if he know he not going to get what he want, what's to talk about? Only way for him to get the money he want is do what he doing right now, get in here with these top level fighters, regardless to how old they are and all that, and go out here and win and spectacular, a spectacular fight, and then get the crowd behind him. But I don't know, this fight right here, I don't like it. I feel like a lot of these dudes being real disrespectful to Floyd Schofield Jr. because of stuff that the father say. The young man is a good kid. He's not a kid no more, but he's a well-raised young man. He's not ignorant. He's not disrespectful. He got a humble presence and a humble, he just seems like a humble guy. That's a beast when he get in that ring. And, I just don't like the way a lot of these guys disrespecting him knowing that this boy can fight. They know he can fight. I've watched boxing long enough. This boy can fight, and he only 22 years old. He ain't gonna get nothing but better. So I just don't like how some of these guys disregard him when he give all these guys they respect. He may want to fight, but he Shakur, Tank, Keyshawn, I have seen him give all of these guys their proper respect. I really have. He can't control his dad. His dad gonna say and do what he wanna do. He's the boss. But you can't, don't blame. Just don't take your opinion of his father out on the kid. Because it ain't him. And once again, his father got the right to say what he wanna say. The boy can't. What he gonna do? Tell dad to shut up? That ain't gonna happen. So I'm glad we getting this fight. I'm glad we got dudes who daring to be great, but if all credit goes to Floyd Schofield Sr for this fight, regardless of how it go down. The fans is gonna get a good fight. We gonna ain't no way them two gonna get in the ring and we don't get our money's worth. There ain't no way. This is what the fight fans want. We want to get back to when boxers was boxing. We want to see fights. We don't want to see shows. We want to see real guys go in there with other real guys and get busy. Somebody usually going to be a little bit more experienced than the other. I don't care nothing about that. They both champions. And, the young boy is ranked number 2. Number 2. He deserved to be in the ring with these dudes. And if you don't do what his dad did, he don't get this fight. If his father wasn't the way he act and didn't pop it the way he pop it, they don't get this fight. They don't get this fight, and they'll be going on doing what Boots doing, fighting all these old, these easy ass fight after easy fight, and not really, the fans get tired of it after a while. We done seen the flashy show and all that. We ready to see you fight now, and I don't see Boots no closer to a real fight than he was before he got them belts. I don't see him getting no closer to big fights than he did before he got with Eddie Hearn. So I'm rocking with dudes who want to go out there and fight. Honestly, I'm a Kid Austin fan. Win, lose, or draw now. He definitely got him a new fan in me because I like fighters who got heart. I don't like a guy that can fight but spend his career ducking and dodging. And these people, I get tired of people talking about Tank ain't fought nobody. What the fuck do y'all call somebody then? Go look at that boy resume. How in the hell is all them dudes nobody? Mario Barrios, who just got to having a big fight recently. Ryan Garcia, who knocked Devin Haney down five times. Pedraza. Leo Santa Cruz, the boy, I think it's Hector Garcia or something like that. Tank has fought a whole lot of good fighters. Frank Martin, he done fought a lot of good fighters. You can't, who you want to fight? Who you want to fight? Devin is a 147-pound fighter, basically. Fighting at 140, and when he was at 135, he was coming in the ring 25 pounds overweight. No, I'm not putting my fight in there either. I'm just, Shakur just got in his division, and you don't see Shakur out here breaking his back trying to make that fight. All I want to know is who y'all want to fight. He was trying to fight Lomachenko. Fight fell apart. So is that his fault? That Lomachenko didn't want to get in there and fight. You gonna blame that on him? Go look at Tank resume, and then you go look at the rest of the dudes in the division resume. He's fought better fighters. He done fought a lot of ex-champions. It's just hate. It's just pure hate. Who in the division besides Lomachenko at 135 fought better fighters than Tank? Let's do it like that. None of them. But why everybody talking Tank fight? You can only fight one fight at a time. first of all. And you could only fight the people who are willing to get in the ring. A lot of these guys outprice themselves. You know, dudes be wanting to get money that they know they ain't gonna get, and then say somebody ducked them. No, they ducked. A lot of times when like I say, man, you know, Kid Austin is and his father. If he get through this fight right here, boy, it's gonna be a lot of people that owe them an apology. Real talk. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for both fighters. I would say Shakur should be able to beat him. He should, but that don't guarantee it's gonna happen. I will say this: if the youngin clip him and catch him with a big shot, it could be all over. And I ain't saying that Shakur can't take a punch, because he can, but this young boy can punch. He's young, he's hungry, and he's not intimidated. See, a lot of times you get these guys in there that's only fighting because the money, but don't really think they can beat the fighter, and they go in there and it look like it. A lot of times you can tell when a guy giving another guy too much respect. And the indication right here, Kid Austin been asking for these fights. His daddy been begging for him, and now they got a big fight on the table, man. And everybody win. The fans win. The fighters win. And hopefully this a gaslight the rest of these dudes to be like, yo, man, because when they see the crowd, when they see the money that this fight generate, I think this fight is going to really get some money. I think they're going to make some good money, and I think it's going to be one of them fights that's talked about for a while. And you got to show these guys what the advantage is to fighting better, to fighting good fighters. Watch how, win, lose, or draw, watch how your fan base grow. Watch how your fan base grow. And that's really what it's all about. You got Tank will get top dollar. He don't need no belts no more. Tank is big. He done made it past the belts, and you can do that in boxing. Floyd was bigger than the belts. Roy Jones was bigger than the belts. Certain fighters, especially when you come out young and hungry and go out and accomplish big things, by the time you're 27, 28 years old, like Canelo, the belts don't matter to Canelo. Canelo getting top dollar. So I think Kid Austin is a great fighter. I think I'd rather see him in the ring with Shakur than Tank or Keyshawn, to be honest with you, because Shakur just not that aggressive killer like that. Not to say that he can't hang with these other guys, but if you're going, this is more than a step up fight. This is when you trying to take the top spot, and I feel like there's only two guys in that division that you can fight and really call yourself that guy in the 135 division. That's Shakur and that's Tank. And he went to he got Shakur, and his daddy want Tank too. If he beat Shakur, that's what he gonna get next, more likely Tank. So this young boy finna make some noise out here, and I think he gonna perform better than people expecting him to. I really do. I'm hella proud of him for being a man of his word and not saying he want to fight, and then when it's time for it to actually happen, not finding reasons to get out to fight. Not looking, like I say, Brian Norman Sr., I like him a lot, but it seemed like he had spoke too soon, and they upped the money twice, so that let you know whatever you say ain't gonna be enough. He didn't want that fight at the time. No problem. Don't talk like you want it. That's all. Talk about the guys who you really ready to get in the ring with. And don't wait till a guy have a fight and say, oh yeah, now we ready. Man, that dude ain't finna fight y'all now. They'll never get that fight. I doubt very seriously that they'll get that Boots fight. And from where I'm sitting at, I want to see Brian Norman fight Teofimo, Devin, some of the guys, some of the younger guys. To me, Boots got the height to reach. He got a lot of advantages over Brian Norman. That's not to say that you can't get in there and beat him, but you already got a belt. Go and defend it a couple of times. That's all I was thinking. You know, and they ain't saying you gotta go cherry picking, but let the boy defend it a couple of times, and then let him go in there with Boots or whoever. You know, but that was really my whole point in the thing. I didn't think it was time for him to have that fight. No way, he had just got the belt. You know, so I mean, you know, we starting to get what we want. You know, good fights. Benavidez stay doing it. You know, and I think this fight with Kid Austin and Shakur may actually be what it takes to change the way these boys going about their career and get away from that Floyd Mayweather green print shit. You know, because all that is not fighting the best fighters and getting as much money as you can to fight bums. You know, I ain't gonna, not bums, but you know what I'm saying, dudes that clearly not on your level. You know, and it's okay to build up a fighter like that, but it come a point in time, once you get the championship, it's time to start fighting now. It's okay to build a guy up, in my opinion, but once you get to a certain level, it's time to start fighting now. You know, and I'm just glad we got a big fight coming, and I'm looking forward to this one. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.